Budgeting and investing has helped me save and invest over $20,000, and I really wouldn't have done it any other way. It might seem a little bit boring, but by budgeting, it allows you to pay yourself first, reallocating money where it needs to be, especially in buckets of saving and investing, before you go out and use it all. It prevents you from a lot of miscellaneous spending that you won't even remember for short-term gains of happiness. As a result, I've budgeted for over 4 solid months now and going on for 5, and this has allowed me to save and invest about $10,000 each into both my savings and investing accounts. Budgeting is definitely a mindset shift because it makes you more conscious of where your money is going. Without this mindset, I wouldn't be able to set goals for myself such as save $5,000 to up to $10,000, and even little plays that I made throughout the years such as my options or little gifts I got for my birthday or recently graduation money. I wouldn't be saving and investing it. It'd all be sitting in my checking account just waiting to be spent. However, looking towards my long-term goal of financial freedom, I really want to make this possible, and budgeting is definitely a right step forward. So if you guys want to do the same, I highly recommend starting your own budgeting sheet. You don't have to make your own, and I have some in the description that are free as well. All you got to do is click the little link in the drive and it'll take you to 3 different budgeting sheets. I do want to reiterate though that everybody has a different experience, so please choose a budgeting strategy that works best for you. Mine is a heavy aggressive investing and saving. However, you please change it to however you might want it so you can feel more comfortable, but the important thing is to just start. I'm a little bit in a more fortunate position since my school is paid off, so that includes housing and most of my food as well, since I have scholarships. However, I know a lot of people have monthly bills and expenses, so please just change and make yourself comfortable. And budgeting is your best friend, not your enemy. So once you click on the drive, there will be 3 different types of budgeting sheets. I have one for bills, which accounts for 50% bills, and it breaks down saving and investing and cash into others. And the next one is a little bit more heavy aggressive investing and spending. And of course the new one that I am using, and I called it the path to millionaire because it includes 60% investing, 20% savings, 15% discretionary or 20%, and another 5% in cash. And of course it doesn't have to be fancy at all. Budgeting is not supposed to be cute or pretty, but it's just a really rugged layout of where your money should go. And looking at my budgeting sheet, it doesn't have all the value of what's in my savings account as well as investing, since I went heavy into savings when I made that options play because I really wanted to hit 10K or about a year's worth of expenses. So that was different for me, as well as like little gifts I got, especially in large sums like my graduation money. I just threw that, or like my Pokemon sale from my last video, or like budgeting video, as you guys know. I just threw that all into my investing account so I don't have to worry about it. And I would budget it, but I feel like that's too much towards discretionary if I take 15% out of it. So I just decided to throw that lump sum into my investing account. So now that you've clicked on the budgeting sheet that you wanted, all you have to do to begin is click file, and you're gonna hit make a copy because the budgeting sheet that you're looking at is like a view for everybody. So you want to make your own copy so you can use and input your own numbers. Otherwise people will be able to edit or see what you're entering in. So once you make a copy, all you got to do, you can read the instructions if you'd like, but I'm just running it through with you guys. All you got to do is enter in the amount. Say for example, your paycheck was $500. You got to enter that. That's like the main thing you really need to enter because the date is not really important. So, but today's date is 5/10/24. And then the source, mine is usually tip out or a paycheck plus my tip out because I'm a server. So I would enter in where that source is coming from. It could be your side hustles, anything, whatever. It'll tell you how much total you've budgeted by adding up all the cells or columns that in each respective section. So you can see how much you've saved and invested total. Just using the budgeting sheet for the last 4 months though, I've budgeted about $4,000. So that's really awesome to see. The main thing is consistency. If you really want to see an impact, I honestly didn't think I would get this far at all, but I guess consistently saving and investing, it really like pushes you to work towards your goal a lot quicker than you think, especially when you're more consistent. And since this task really only takes about 5 minutes a day, especially once you've distributed your money and like bought your stocks quickly every week, so it really does add up over the long term. And on the millionaire path to success budgeting sheet, I've also made a stats section so you guys can see like what progress you've made, and maybe also a little net worth tracker if you want to stay updated on that as well. Maybe I should add in a little debt section just for like credit card bills and whatnot, but I want to keep it entirely like an overall net worth, because I personally don't have any debt. It's just credit card debt every now and then, just like $20 or so, which I'm pretty conservative about my numbers anyway, so I didn't include that here. So yeah. So updating my totals as well. My investing portfolio is about 9,700. My goal is to hit 10K by the end of the month. My savings is almost at $11,000, which is insane to say, and it pays me about $30 a month, which is also really cool. I have about $50 in cash since I have to have changes of server, and I have about $1,000 in my checking just because I decided to hold my graduation money. As you guys know, I just paid off my car insurance, so I was really down bad for a little bit. As you guys can see, a little dip in April in my net worth. However, the graduation money was able to push me back above that $1,000 threshold, so I was just going to put a clean 1K there. As well as for miscellaneous assets, that's just like Pokemon stuff I'm still holding on to. However, I am willing to sell it whenever that does come up. I've listed it though, so that's what I put in miscellaneous assets, not any personal collection stuff, because I wouldn't sell that anyway. That leaves me with a net worth total of $22,265.32. And then moving on to little charts I've created. This one doesn't move as much because it's just a bar chart and it's by percentages, so it really doesn't move. What really just changes is the numbers. So you can see how much I've saved, invested, and I have cash and what I've used as discretionary or self-improvement. And I've named it this way just because I want to make sure that the money like consciously goes to somewhere where I would want to use to maybe improve a relationship or an experience or something healthier option every day, rather than just blindly spending it throughout the week. And moving on to net worth breakdown, savings is no longer 50% of my net worth, which is awesome to say. Investing portfolio is growing a little bit more, which I love to see. And then we are at about a small portion in my checking and miscellaneous assets as the rest of my net worth. And then I will not update my net worth tracker for now. I know that's like a pretty cool jump. It's like, honestly, it's like stocks, honestly. It's like my net worth is going up. There's a little dip there, but I can see all that. But I'll update this at the end of the month. I usually think I do that. But for now, you guys can see that I'm at a little dip. However, if I just put in 22,000, you can see it jump a little bit up. So that's awesome to see. And like I said, we're playing for the long game. Not going to worry about any short-term fluctuations, news, rumors, etc. So we're just going to make sure we stay consistent and stay on this path to financial success. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends and family who you also think should deserve a chance at financial freedom, which I believe starts with budgeting. Eventually, you can probably start straying away from budgeting because you're a little bit more consistent. You already know what to do, but for me, I like seeing the numbers, and it helps me keep track and stay motivated. And if you're wondering as well, there's a lot of YouTubers that praise automatic distributing your money, like having it automatically taken out of your checking account every time you get your paycheck and whatnot. However, since I work part-time, I also get cash as well as paychecks, like physical paychecks for my job. So I have to enter in the numbers manually, so I can't like automatically distribute it because it's not consistent as like a salary job. So like I wouldn't be getting $1,000 every week. Maybe I'm getting like 200 or like 500 other weeks, or maybe like 100. So I can't really like automatically distribute it because there's no like percentage automatic distribution on a lot of the platforms I use. Of course, please check out my other videos here and here if you guys want to see other lifestyle content that I am working on, my investing portfolio, how much I've made, as well as my older budgeting videos if you want to see me work through different paychecks and budget those as well. Thank you guys so much again for joining me.